Okay guys, I have my green peppers and my onions are all diced up, ready to be sauteed. I like to saute my veggies because I don't like them to be crunchy in my meatloaf. And I have 2 pounds of ground turkey, 2 eggs, 3/4 cup of Italian breadcrumbs, and a 1/2 cup of milk. And I have onion soup mix, and Worcestershire sauce, and ketchup. So we're gonna put that in. I gave it to you upside down. There we go. Okay, so let's get my veggies in the skillet. Okay, I'm going to put a little olive oil. Oh, the top fell off. Just a little bit. Then we're going to grab our veggies. That means your oil is hot and ready. Okay. I'm going to stir those up a little bit. And like I said, I like to warm my veggies, saute them. Some people put their veggies in like this. If you like to do that, that's fine. But I prefer to saute mine just to kind of get that crunch out of them. Okay, while my onions and green peppers are sauteing, we're going to go ahead and get started with our meat. And I'm going to crack 2 eggs. And guys, I always have a discard bowl for all of my trash that I don't need. It's right there on hand. And I just toss that once it's done. And I just kind of mix my eggs in here like that. Okay, my onions and bell peppers are looking good. They're softened, so we'll let those hang out for a minute. Okay, you have the eggs, and then I'll put my breadcrumbs in there. And the onion soup mix. Okay. And a little Worcestershire sauce. I just like to put a little bit. Squirts. Get my milk. And a little ketchup. And guys, I'll have the directions in the description box. So let's get ready to mix this all up. I'm gonna add my bell pepper and onion in a minute. I don't wanna add the hot onions and stuff to the meat just yet. I want them to kind of cool off a little bit. I usually have gloves doing this, guys, but I ran all out. You know, the pandemic has made us run out of a lot of things, and when you go looking for it, you can't find it. Okay, that's my oven. I have my oven preheated. Okay, I have my seasonings here. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of onion, a teaspoon of garlic powder. I also like to add fresh ground black pepper. Okay, and now we're gonna get our green peppers and onions. They've kind of cooled off a little bit. I love my meatloaf, and it's such a comfort food. It reminds me of when I was a little girl and we would have meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Okay guys, the meatloaf is now ready to be formed into the pan, and this is the pan that I like to use. Get my glasses here. I like to spray my pan. Okay, so let's get our meatloaf. A lot of people put their meatloaf where the fat can drain off, but turkey, you guys know, does not contain a lot of fat. And this one is the 85-15, so it has a little fat in it, but not much. Now if you were dealing with beef, it might be different, but I'm not a big beef eater, so okay. And I'm forming my meatloaf here. You know, it always takes me a minute because I'm always trying to get the perfect loaf, perfect fit, the perfect size, and the perfect roundness, which is kind of anal, I guess, but it's something that I do. So it takes me a few minutes to get it the way I want. You guys, I look on the sides to make sure it's all even. It's crazy. But you don't have to do that. Don't do that. Just make your meatloaf. Get it in there. There's no perfection to it. Okay. So now I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 for about, starting off for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and put the sauce on it. I like to put the sauce on it, I like to let it cook a minute first before I put the sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in the oven. Okay guys, while the meatloaf is in the oven, we're getting started on our sauce. I have half a cup of ketchup, a third a cup of strawberry jelly. May sound crazy, but I'm gonna tell you, it takes it to a whole nother level. Okay, and then we're gonna take some, maybe, let's see, maybe about a tablespoon of tomato paste. That kind of cuts the sweetness. And then a little, maybe about a teaspoon, half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then I squeeze a lemon, half of a lemon. Okay. So all of this can cut some of that sweetness from the jelly. And we need some brown sugar. Yes. Jelly and brown sugar. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Brown sugar. I'm telling you guys, you have got to try it. Don't knock it before you try it. You got to try it. And if it's too sweet for you, you can always put less jelly, less sugar, or you can take the sugar or the jelly out. But if you do, it's not going to be the same. It's just so good. Really, really good. See the consistency of that? You see? Can you see that? Now I need to get a spoon so I can see how this tastes. Oh my goodness. That is it. Perfect. 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 And when it cooks, it gets even better. So, and I'll be back in, like I said, in 30 minutes. And we're going to put the first layer on, and then we'll put it back in the oven. Okay, guys, here it is after 30 minutes, and we're going to pour our sauce on top. Kind of spread that around. You want all that goodness to get all around the meatloaf. And like I said, when it cooks, it's going to get thick and sticky and good. Okay. And as you can see, turkey does not have a lot of fat, so you don't see a lot of fat here in the meat in the pan. Okay, so we're going to put it back in the oven for 30 minutes. Guys, here's the meatloaf. It's all done. Now we're going to let it sit so the juices can redistribute throughout the meat, and then we can cut it and then we'll serve it. Thank you so much for watching. You guys please like, share, and subscribe, and have a blessed day.